All right, guys, we have another mixed coin hunt. Now it's a little more. I decided to organize it a little more than in my last couple mixed hunts. My last couple mixed hunts, I kind of just threw them on, but I decided to make it a little more organized. So as you notice, there are no pennies here. And again, not that I didn't get any pennies. I did get some pennies, but again, as I said, I've been setting them aside because I, as I've said with machine wrapped pennies, I've just been holding on to all my machine wrapped pennies and custom wrapped pennies. I'm actually holding on to all of those too because I want to do another penny hunt, and I actually have some old penny hunt footage from like 2020 from 2025 from last year that I had never uploaded because I just didn't get more pennies to add on to the hunt. So that's why I don't have any pennies here. I did get some pennies, not very much though. But so yeah, that's why there's no pennies here. And honestly, a lot of mixed hunts might be like this, where it's just nickels, dimes, quarters, and half dollars and dollars whenever I get them. Now, there are 4 Susan B. Anthony dollar coins sitting here. I actually did also end up getting one of the banks. I got $100 in half dollars and $100 in dollar coins. I decided to just hunt them in the car. The only things I got were a 2007 Denver NIFC, and the only thing I got out of the dollar coins was this Jim Thorpe NIFC from 2018. So, I am probably going to count those. I'm probably not going to count those as fines, but I just wanted to show them here just to say that I did get a few rolls of half dollars and dollar coins, but I had already looked through them. So I do have these, which I haven't taken a peek yet. They look like they're in good shape, but I haven't really taken a close look at those. But yeah, so we got 270 in quarters, we got $130 in dimes, and $64 in nickels. Now, $50 worth of this is actually from my most local chase. I was actually able to finally make another stop at this bank. And I re-returned the half dollars and the dollar coins there. But so the second bank, I had actually initially gotten like $40 worth of nickels, but they were all uncirculated machine wrapped. So, and that was the last bank I had planned to go to. So, but I actually, my most local chase actually had a bunch of nickels. So, this pack of 10 here and this pack of 10 here are from that chase. And then a few of these rolls are also from that bank. So, only $10 out of this came from my bank outing that I usually do. So, I wouldn't have had very many nickels in this hunt if it weren't for my most local chase. So hopefully we get something in there. Dimes. Large amounts of dimes have been tough, but we have a lot of dimes here, so we'll see. And we have a lot of quarters, and I tried to go heavier on quarters because I really want to find a West Point. Haven't found one in forever. So I really want to find one. So yeah, I mean, we'll get into it. I'll probably start with these dollar coins, get those out of the way, and then I'll start with quarters, and then I'll do dimes, and then finish off with the nickels. All right, let's get into it. All right, well, I was getting a little worried because I had gone through those Susan B. Anthony dollars. There wasn't anything in there. They were all 1979s, all Denver, San Francisco. But speaking of San Francisco, I dumped out this roll, and I didn't actually notice this at first, but we have a proof, and this is actually gonna be a bucket lister for me. I've been wanting to find a America the Beautiful proof in a while, and as you can see, it is one. It is a 2011 Glacier Montana Glacier proof. So I have never found one of these until right now. So that is a good find. Better late than never. But we only have how many is that? 8 rolls left. So we could still get something. I was also kind of worried that these coins might be searched, especially because most of them are this type of roll, but I feel like most coin collectors would have pulled a proof out. So who knows? Let's keep going. Alright, I am on roll 4 of the dimes and got a 4 in here. I had to look at it just to make sure because I wasn't sure if it was silver or not, and it's definitely not. So I've got what looks to be a Canadian here. Yep, Canadian dime. 1975 though, it's a bit older. Whoa. That one has some crazy toning on it. I'll set that aside. So yeah, obviously I have since finished the quarters, and the only other side things I pulled out a Delaware that I don't know, it might be a spitting horse error, but I can't tell if it's a scratch or not, and like in some angles I can't even really see it, so I pulled it out just to take a closer look. I got a 2024 Philly of this design, which I don't think I have, so that'll probably go in the book. An extra claw Alaska quarter, and then I got this Montana that has a very proof-like appearance to it. I don't know, kind of interesting. But yeah, that is a find, so let's keep going. Alright, well, had a bit of a scare. Unfortunately, it's not silver. Man, I really thought this one was silver, though. It was right there. Man, that definitely looked silver, but it is not, unfortunately. It's a Canadian dime that just has a lot of stuff on it. That edge really did look silver, though. It's a 1984. So we got a Canadian dime. I was hoping to get our first silver dime of the year, and we, who knows? I mean, we still have $50 more. 10 more rolls left, but man, I really thought that one was silver. Alright, unfortunately, I went through all of those dimes and no silver. Dimes have actually been pretty rough these last couple hunts, and as I'm finding once again, larger dime hunts don't seem to be producing that much. But I'm on to nickels, and I got a find in the second roll. 1949 out of Denver. It was reverse facing. And what makes it even more sad is it's like I saw this one that I really, really thought was silver, and it wasn't, so it almost makes it even more sad because I thought I got a silver, but it turns out I didn't. So let's keep going. We still have $60 to go. Alright, I am 4 rolls in, a couple more rolls later. I see at least one find. Got, looks like a 1948. 1948. Hey, out of San Francisco. That's a semi-key date. It's very beat up, but that is definitely a semi-key date coin. And then this one looks old. Nope, 1960. Well, we got one find, so let's keep going. Alright, very next roll, I got another find here. It was kind of towards the start of the roll. I had to kind of shake these out of there. But, we got 1947 out of Philly. So, it's actually all been 40s so far. So, we got 47, 48, and 49. So, let's keep going. Alright, couple rolls later. Got a 1954. out of Denver. All right, first in the 50s. Let's keep going. All right, very next roll. This one was actually reverse facing, and I flipped it around. We got in 1940 out of San Francisco. So another in the 40s, our oldest one. Let the hunt continue. All right, in a couple different rolls. Got two more 50. I got two more in the 50s. I got a 1953 out of Denver, as well as a 1958 out of Denver. So we have $42 more left. All right, very next roll. It was the third coin in. Got another 1947 out of Philly. All right, we had one of those before. Let's keep going. All right, well, I got three finds in this roll. I got another 1959 out of Denver, or another 1959. My first one, actually. Actually, I'm gonna move some of these down here because we're gonna need to make space for the other ones in the 50s. So yeah, 1959 out of Denver. And then we have a 1954 that's been blackened. 1954 out of Denver. We did have one of those. And then this one is really cool. This one is in very good shape. Look at that. And it is a 1959 out of Philly, which is actually a better date. Not a semi-key date, I don't think, but it is definitely a better date, and it is in great shape. So that's definitely a good find. Let's keep going. All right, it's been a few rolls, but towards the end of this roll, I got one that I saw towards the end, 1941, out of San Francisco. So actually our first from 1941. And our second oldest. All right, I'm I think a couple rolls later, and I got a 1948 here with a very strange look to it. Very strange look out of Philly. All right, well, we got one 1948 previously that was the semi-keyed 8, so I'll put that on top. And we'll keep going. We got about 10 rolls to go. All right, well, we got a foreign right here. A couple rolls later. Canadian nickel, 1987. So another foreign coin. I'm actually gonna put that right here. All right, let's keep going. All right, I have 4 more rolls to go, and I got another foreign. It's not Canadian though. It's not Canadian. Oh, it's a Panamanian coin. Cinco Centésimos de Balboa. Yep, Panama, 2018. So that's basically kind of equivalent to a 5-cent coin. So yeah, got another foreign. Now I like finding non-Canadian foreigns. I like finding Canadians, of course, but not so much when they're tricking me in. I think they're silver. Let's keep going. All right, I'm on the second to last roll, and I got another Canadian here. Another foreign. And it's actually an older one this time, a 99% nickel one, 1972. So a bit older. Let's just see if there's anything else in here. Not seeing anything, but I'll look through just to make sure. Well, I did miss something. Hiding down there. We got a 1957 out of Denver, so new year, and got one more roll, so we'll do that, and then I'll get you guys a wrap up. All right, so we finished with that hunt, and you know, it was a good hunt all around. You know, it's one of those hunts where it's like, it's not like I can expect every single time I do a mixed hunt, even if it's a lot of coins, I can't expect to always get something really good. So, honestly, the fact that I got even one really good find is still a good thing. But we definitely did fall short in at least one area. The dimes, I was really hoping I would find something, find some silver, and man, this one right here, I really really thought that it was silver. It did have that different edge. The reading on it was quite far spaced, but it didn't have the look that Canadian dimes usually have. It wasn't like extra shiny like Canadian coins usually are. It was kind of more of a dull gray. So, man. Anyway, so overall, it was a good hunt. I was really hoping to get some silver in the nickels or maybe even another buffalo nickel. We didn't get any of that, but it was still a pretty good batch of nickels for $60. About $60. We didn't get any 39s either, but for $60 we actually did pretty good. And I think if we had another $40, we probably would have eventually found a silver or something like that. So, yeah, as far as their side finds, I kind of mentioned them all to you. That toned dime, that Montana that's kind of proof-like, the Extra Claw Alaska, and then that 2024 Philly that I'm pretty sure I need for my album. Oh, and one thing I also want to mention, it is 2026. I'm filming right now on the January 17th. And I haven't gotten any 2026 coins yet. I'm not even sure if they're released yet, but I'm extra antsy about the 2026 coins because all of them will be different in some way. A lot of you guys probably know about it, and I've posted about the penny, which is not going to be for circulation. They will make 2026 pennies, but they're going to be probably in sets, probably. But I'm excited for the 2026 coins. All of them will be different. The nickels, it'll still be the Jefferson modified design, but it'll have a dual date. It'll say, I think, 1776 to 2026, and then the dimes will be a completely different design also. They're going to take a break from the Roosevelt dime completely. The quarters, they're also not even putting. I think one of the 5 designs has Washington on it, but other than that, they're also taking a break from the Washington quarter design, and the $half isn't going to be the Kennedy $half either. So. I'm really antsy to see any 2026 coins. I haven't gotten any yet. But yeah, so as far as nickels here, obviously we didn't have any pennies for this hunt. Yeah, as for nickels, we got... I'll start with the 40s and go to the 50s. Well, as for foreigns, we got that 87 Canadian nickel, 72 Canadian nickel, which is a little bit better of a find because it's 99% nickel. We got that Panamanian 5-cent coin. And I feel like I haven't found very many non-Canadian foreigns in a while, so it's nice to get one. We got 1940 Philly, or 1940, was it Philly? 1940 out of San Francisco. One from 1941, 2 from 1947, 2 from 1948. One of the other notable finds is one of the 1948s was a semi-keyed 8, so we got a semi-keyed 8 nickel there. One from 1949, one from 53, 2 from 54, one from 57, one from 58, and then 2 from 59, and then the other notable find in the nickels, other than the semi-keyed 8, is that very nice 1959. So, that's definitely another decent find. So yeah, I mean, not a bad hunt. Yeah, I mean, obviously I did wish the dimes produced a little bit more, but I'll take what we got. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.